Let me tell you about the day fire fell from heaven. Not a metaphor. Actual fire. From the sky, on a mountain, in front of an entire nation. It all started with a showdown. One man versus hundreds. The prophet Elijah versus the prophets of Baal. Israel was in crisis. Drought had scorched the land. King Ahab had turned the people away from God and led them into idolatry. And when Ahab finally came face to face with Elijah, the man he blamed for everything, he spat the words out. "Is that you troublemaker of Israel?" But Elijah didn't flinch. He looked Ahab dead in the eyes and said, "I haven't caused the trouble you have, you and your father's house, by turning your back on the Lord and following Baal." Then Elijah issued the challenge. "Gather all of Israel to Mount Carmel. Bring the 450 prophets of Baal. Bring the 400 prophets of Asherah who dine at Jezebel's table. It's time for a decision." So they came. Imagine the scene. Thousands of Israelites gathered around the base of Mount Carmel, the prophets of Baal in their flashy garments, King Ahab watching with suspicion, and one man, Elijah, standing alone on the mountain. Then Elijah speaks, and his voice echoes across the crowd. "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. If Baal is, follow him." Not a sound. No one answered. So Elijah lays it out. 2 bulls, 2 altars, no fire. The prophets of Baal will call on their God. Elijah will call on the Lord, and whichever God answers by fire, he is the true God. And the people said, "That's a good idea." So the prophets of Baal went first. They built their altar, prepared the bull, and started calling on Baal. From morning till noon they chanted and danced. "Oh, Baal, answer us!" They leapt around the altar. They shouted louder. They begged. They even began cutting themselves with knives until their blood flowed. Still, nothing. Not a spark. Not a sound. At noon, Elijah couldn't help but mock them. "Shout louder," he called. "Maybe your God is meditating, or busy, or on a trip, or sleeping. Maybe you need to wake him up." They screamed louder, kept cutting, kept dancing. Hours passed. But Baal didn't show up. Then Elijah said to the people, "Come closer." They gathered around as he began to repair the altar of the Lord that had been broken down. He took 12 stones, one for each tribe of Israel, and rebuilt it. Then he dug a trench around it. He arranged the wood, placed the bull on top, and said something shocking. "Fill 4 jars with water. Pour it on the offering and the wood," they did. "Do it again." They did. "Do it a 3rd time." Water soaked the altar. It drenched the sacrifice. It filled the trench all around. Then Elijah stepped forward and prayed. "Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and I am your servant. Answer me, Lord, so that these people will know that you are God and that you are turning their hearts back." And then it happened. Fire fell from heaven. A roar, a blaze, a flash of divine power. It consumed the bull, the wood, the stones, the dust, and every drop of water in the trench, gone. In an instant, the people collapsed on their faces. "The Lord, he is God! The Lord, he is God!" And Elijah shouted, "Seize the prophets of Baal! Don't let a single one escape!" And that day, at the brook of Kishon, their false gods failed them, and they were no more. So now let me ask you the same question Elijah asked. How long will you waver between 2 opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him.